What's in Your Earbuds podcast on the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network. My name is Jason Bahamundi. I'm one of your hosts, and I'm going to be joined by Joe Harden, who is the host of another podcast on the Everyday Athlete Podcast Network called Beyond the Finish Line. Today, we're going to be talking about road trip music because Lori and myself have made the RTB trek all the way across the country from Los Angeles to Boston, up to Vermont, over to New York. We're going to finish in Chicago sometime. I don't even know when, dude. The calendar is just everywhere at this point. I have no clue. Anyway, dude, thanks for joining me. How are you?
Oh, wonderful. Always a good day to talk music. It's one of my favorite shows, so I'm always excited for this.
Yeah, me too. So we want to talk road trip music, but before we go there, I checked on Spotify to see where the Everyday Athlete podcast playlist is, and
Yeah.
I see we have 493 songs. It's been saved 37 times. I mean, we've got to have well over 30 plus hours at this point.
Yeah.
It's amazing, man. It's amazing.
That is, you captured it. That's amazing. I think it's funny that we had kind of like I thought our 24-hour was a lofty goal, and just like everyone just showed up like this big way, and I just like blew it out of the water. So that's been really cool. I still get DM songs. I keep adding it here and there. So like just thank you to everybody that submits songs to me. It's been really fun. It forces me to listen to all kinds of new genres, and that's if I learned anything from this podcast, it's take the chance to like explore different tunes that you never would otherwise, because you'll be surprised.
Yeah, did you listen to the song that Derek sent us? That was the Korean hip hop song.
Oh yeah, yeah, oh yeah, yeah.
It
It was
it
pretty
sounded
good.
like yeah, it was really good, but it had like a hint of heavy metal to it. It wasn't like straight hip hop. It was pretty neat.
Yeah, I really dug it. Yeah, it's Derek has sent me some really good stuff lately. He gets on a good tear and starts sending me all these like really obscure, like really cool songs.
I guess that's what happens when you run in the woods at night. You just start finding different things to listen to, right?
Yeah.
There's only so much you can do to entertain yourself with the same music, so you just start finding different cultures. You don't know any of
Weird.
the words.
Go down weird K-pop rabbit holes.
You know what we need to ask him, like what is his knowledge base of the Korean language at this point, right? Like cuz he listens to this stuff, he's got to be able to like I would think he would go and research the lyrics at some point, right?
Yeah, yeah, I would think so.
I mean, it would be wild as what would be wild is that and we're going to have to ask him like give us your like last 10 Google searches about music. And like what are you searching for these days, right? Like how do you find this stuff? Like I don't get it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. I
I mean,
certainly
but
appreciate when he throws that stuff at us, though. It's so fun.
it is really fun because there's 0% chance, dude. Like 0% chance that I'm gonna on purpose go look for Korean hip hop songs. Like this, I guarantee it would never have happened if not meeting Derek.
Absolutely agree. Yeah.
Can you imagine like the 16-year-old Joe even think about what Korean hip hop might even be?
No, no, I was so deep. I was so deep into like moody grunge music in that
Yeah,
time frame of my life.
I would be remiss if we don't give a little shout out to Ozzy who passed away recently, and I saw this thing on Twitter that was a comparison between him and King Charles. So they were born in the same year, they were the same age, grew up in the UK, extremely wealthy, and like the last bullet point said something along the lines of um, one lived their life and one is just living their life. And I just thought like that hit home so hard when you compare two people from essentially the same area, same age and everything else. And it's a great reminder, live your life your way and don't just be in life.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Yeah, I've been going deep down some Ozzy and Black Sabbath lately. Ever since then, and I got the chance to see Ozzy when I was like 14, and so yeah, and it was obviously a really good show. So yeah, certainly will be missed in that genre.
So have you been listening to him while you've been running?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. Me and Derek were kind of sharing some like old Sabbath stuff. So yeah, so I just kind of let it roll,
yeah.
and it's been pretty fun actually.
It's pretty cool. Like, look, the man lived his life his way and made the music he wanted to make on his terms. And it's just pretty damn cool. And so we lost a legend in the grand scheme of things. Um, so shout out to Ozzy Osbourne for making music the way he made music.
Yeah,
All right, so we want to get into road trips. And so for any of you who are watching live, especially if you're on Instagram, drop your favorite road trip songs. And
yeah.
I'm gonna give you, Joe, some songs that I decided with Lori kind of describe how we have been making our way from LA to Boston, Vermont, back to Boston to New York City. Um, we don't even have the leg from New York to Chicago yet, so we might have to put this on the other end. Um, but the first song I came up with was "See You Again," Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth,
Ooh,
because we come to New York once a year at the very least, and so it's kind of cool to be like, "Yeah, I'll see you again." But then the super touching part of that song, because it's a touching song, it's Fast and the Furious. Um, is I got to hang out with Thomas Smoot, Michael Bridges, Mary, who's Roddy to the Core on
oh,
Instagram, Maureen Morrissey, and do a loop around Central Park. And so I want to see them again the next time we come back to New York and kind of relive that moment, because it was fucking special, man. It was really special.
that's so cool.
The thing about it is, and I realized that as we were sitting there, right? So Thomas and Michael have been on Enduring Minds, a men's mental health podcast, right? Mary engages us on threads constantly. Like, she and I are always throwing memes and gifs at each other and just making each other laugh. And then I met Maureen on threads as well. And she's written a book. She's written a number of books, but the book that I bought is called Sonder. And it's about New York, a girl in New York City in the late 60s, 70s, and early 80s. And it's a home run of a story. And so while all of us were sitting there and we're all telling these little parts about who we are and everything, it was super special. It felt like family, like Dominic Toretto said, we family out here kind of thing. So it was cool. So you got to get the roundup in Chicago so we can relive that moment again and
Oh
just do it with
heck
the
yeah,
Chicago people now.
yeah. I'm definitely coming up that way, for sure. I'm pretty stoked. Haven't been to the Windy City in a little bit, but I never I never miss a reason to go up there. So I'm pretty excited.
Yeah. The other song, and Lori just reminded me, as it pertains to Ozzy Osbourne, is "Crazy Train," because we took the Amtrak from Boston to New York City, 4.5 hours watching the landscape go by us. So "Crazy Train" fits right in with part of our road trip now as well.
Heck yeah. Let's see what would be mine. So on my drive to Chicago, right before I get to the city, I'll play like "Into the Void" by Black Sabbath. That'll be one of my road trip songs.
Title alone, I don't know if I should be insulted or honored. Will I be filling the void in your life, or will I be
Oh,
creating a void
Philly.
in your
I
life?
I love that. I love that city deeply, and it'd be even cooler. I get to meet you guys, so that's um, two special reasons.
Lori just came up with another great one too. My mom coming home from Ozzy,
Oh
coming back to New York
yeah,
too. You going to Chicago?
that's right. Oh yeah, true. Yeah,
Yeah.
That's cool.
Perfect titles. Um, Espresso by Sabrina Carpenter. Because, dude, I'm drinking like 3 coffees a day because I don't know what fucking time zone I'm in anymore. the This morning or this afternoon finally came to the realization, like, okay, we got adjusted to the East Coast time zone, and it's just in time to get on a plane to fly to Chicago and lose an hour.
Go to CST. What's really silly is I lose an hour going to Chicago. Like,
Do
how
you
do I?
really?
Yeah, it's only. I mean, it's north. Well, northwest of me, but still, like, what? How's the time different there? It's 2 hours away. Like, that's preposterous, but
How close is the time zone to your home?
very close. I think if I were to drive an hour west, the time would change. Yeah,
So at 60 miles an hour, that'd be like 10 miles, right?
yeah.
No, it'd be 60 miles. So you'd have to run 100K
60
to
miles,
change time zones.
100K. Yeah, roughly.
You need to do that.
That would be a baller move. Like, I just ran to the next time zone.
And you'd save an hour. So instead of finishing the
Oh,
100K in 12 hours, you could say you did it in 11.
true. It'd be a PR. Heck yeah. That counts. I
You
think that
see,
counts.
you're a race director, dude. You could just set this up. Just do it on your own. You don't need approval.
You have to come up with a cool name for that one.
Yeah, the time zone changer. See, 100K. I don't know if you remember, but a number of months ago, I came up with the idea of the Oreo 100, running from Oceanside to Redondo Beach, and then finishing as you cross under the finish line banner into the Pacific Ocean. Well, we got a podcast coming out tomorrow, actually, for the Wild West Relay, which is run by Mandy Mullen, who you've spoken to on Beyond the Finish Line. And Tommy, who is one of the guests on the show, is a bigger Oreo fan than I am.
Really?
And yeah, dude, it's wild. Like, if you listen to the show tomorrow, he's going to be telling you about how he has what do you call those things, like a package of Oreos that's like a commemorative series. Like, he hasn't opened yet. Like, it's like if it's a bottle of wine, it's gonna
Word?
like, and it's in a separate cupboard. Like, like, it's
I,
wild, dude.
I can imagine this being opened like 10 years on the road and be like, it's a 2019. It's like, it's a fine year for Oreo. What do you do? What do you do? Like, smell the package? How does that
It
work?
was a it was a great year for wheat. So when we made the wafers,
Oh, I don't know if I've met a bigger fan of Oreos than my wife, though. That may be hard.
so get
I
this. On
Yeah.
August 1st, we're going to be having a Fiery Embers show with Janine Avellino, who is one of the members of the Ice Cream and Donut Run Club out in Vancouver, Canada, British Columbia. And she was just at an Oreo taste testing, a blind
What?
taste testing. So they gave them Oreos and they had to try to figure out what the flavor was and all of these things. So we're going to have an Oreo podcast, Fiery Embers podcast, on August 1st, on Friday this week. I'm pumped.
I'll have to let her know.
We, we have to get her on a show.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah, she's a pretty big fan. But basically, we just all know to leave the Oreos alone when they're here. I just don't. I just don't even tread there. Like, just leave them be.
Have you guys gotten the blueberry pie ones yet?
No, I haven't. I
Oh,
haven't
dude.
seen. I'll have to check her stash and see what's up there. But
Dude, honestly, if you go to the grocery store and they're there, buy every package you can, because they are that good. Like, they are that good.
I need to. I need to. I've seen Santino's been like easy flavors. I never knew that Oreo went that deep. I guess I'm just like not on purpose, but I'm like a purist when it comes to. I just want like a regular Oreo, shitting on the other flavors because I'm sure they're amazing. I guess it's just like a nostalgia piece and like just like a good old fashioned Oreo.
Don't get me wrong, dude.
For the 4th of July Oreos,
I'm an OG Oreo
they
fan too.
I don't know what it is. Are you? You know, there's nothing better than that.
Oh no,
If you
twist. That sounds like work.
get
Pop
you
it
get
like
like
an
a clean.
aspirin.
Oh, really? I love it when you get like clean break. It's just like, oh, yeah.
This is this is supposed to be what's in your earbuds, not what
All
are you
right,
chewing on.
all right. I think I might be hungry. So I showed up to a podcast hungry.
We so the other two songs I have written down are New York, New York by Frank Sinatra and Empire State of Mind, Alicia Keys and Jay-Z. Um, that really fit the bill there. And then Millennium and Teddy Swims, All That Really Matters was another song in there that we came up for this road trip just because again, the people that we have met and the people that we're going to meet, that's all that really matters. It's not how many miles did you run and what's your pace and all the bullshit, right? You know, look, Susie in Sarasota, Florida, I'm sure you're a wonderful person, but I really don't give a shit if you thumbs up my Strava or not, right? Like I'm gonna go do the thing on my own, my way, because in the grand scheme of things, that's all that really matters. So that song fits the bill really, really well. And then last song is you and I talked about this in the green room. It is so humid here, like unbearably humid here right now. Saturday was a feel like temp of around 106 degrees. So, "Cruel Summer" by Taylor Swift
Ooh,
is
nice,
another song on our road trip playlist for where we've been so far.
nice. I'm trying to think. Life is a Highway has to be on here. I think we have to definitely
Oh,
include
that's
that.
a good one.
Yeah, that was
That
actually
is a good one.
courtesy of Cassie. She suggested that. So shout out to her. She's in the next room. But and I was thinking just would be a good road trip song for me. I just had to think real quick on road
Yep.
trip songs, but
Speaking of cars, are you a fan of the movie?
oh yeah, it's funny. We actually had the movie Cars before we even had kids, so
Yes.
we already just happened to have like those movies. So it's just like, oh, cool. But yeah,
I don't.
absolutely, 100% big
Yeah,
fan.
dude, I don't have kids, and I could watch that movie all day long. Like it's one of my favorite movies. It's so good.
Yeah,
uh, Slow is smooth and smooth is fast. That's whenever I have an athlete that I'm coaching for a race, I'm like, slow is smooth and smooth is fast, man. Like just follow that rule and you'll be all right.
heck
You
yeah.
know, doc. I mean, where else are you going to get good advice? You're not going to take it from a human. We're
Yeah,
idiots.
right. Just I'll just refer to
Yes.
cartoons.
Ciao. And Life is a Highway is in that song. That's why I thought you brought it up. Life is a Highway is in that movie.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, it is, of course. Yeah, I guess I didn't think
It
about
is
that.
such a good one. So do you like how let me ask you this for road tripping, if you're driving, how long can you make it in the car before you're like, all right, I gotta rest. I gotta like sleep on it now.
Oh, I heroic drives, but I can usually make it at least 2 to 3 hours before I have to like at least pull over for a second.
Yeah.
Like if that's just like to get a little bit of gas, but I can't sit still. Like driving, it forces me to sit still, and that's not something I do very well. So I have to like get like a really good playlist and like some snacks and be able to just kind of like dig into the drive. But I could probably go 3 hours though without having to pull over. But
Yeah. I'm good for pulling over, stretching your legs, sure, absolutely like 3 hours or so. But in all honesty, dude, for like if it's a long road trip that we're gonna take a few days on, like I can drive 6, maybe 8 hours and I gotta go just stop because
ah,
I want to don't enjoy driving. It stresses me out. We rented a car while we were here in New York City and we ran up to my a couple of areas where I grew up in upper Manhattan in the Bronx and Westchester. and I looked at my Garmin, and like the whole time where we were driving is just stress level sky high. Like I just don't enjoy driving. So I'm good for about 6 to 8 hours, and I'm like, I need to go to sleep, take a nap, whatever. But I can't get back in the car and drive again. It's just not for me. And it doesn't
Yeah.
matter what the playlist is.
I think the farthest I've ever been was 12 hours down to Gulf Shores, but after about 8, I was like fed up with it. Like I was just like tired of hitting the brake pedal. I'm just like I'm just so tired of hitting the brake pedal.
Let me ask you this: how are you with like listening to a podcast while you're driving? Can you do that? Can you listen to people talk like that?
Yeah, I think tend to gravitate more towards podcasts for long drives.
Interesting.
Yeah, because it's like I can kind of like pay attention to the road, but like get into the story a little bit. Now, if like
Yeah.
my family's with me, I don't want that. Like I don't want to subject them to like 12 hours of running and self help podcasts or like Rich Roll for 12 hours. Because I'll do that by myself.
I don't remember the road trip. I think we were driving back from Phoenix to LA or LA to Phoenix, and I put on a podcast, and it was a episode about this guy who developed this radar that was capable of detecting like a coconut in the Pacific Ocean. And
Whoa.
yeah, it was wild. So they use it today to help try and find people that get tossed overboard from ships and stuff like that. But then I put another one on that was about Brett Favre and him stealing money from the people of Mississippi, welfare. And Lori's like, "You got to turn this shit off. Like, I can't listen to this crap anymore." She was like, "I can listen to the guy talk about radars and finding a coconut in the Pacific Ocean more than I can listen to this schmuck talk about fucking Brett Favre."
Yeah, I'm sure my family would just be done with me if I subjected them what I listen to.
Poor Lori though, if like the Mets are playing and like that has to be on the radio while we're driving. Like I have to listen to the Mets while we're driving. And I feel bad for her because look, I'm a huge baseball fan, but it's a nerds game and it's boring as shit. I got it. But I don't know, it's just part of like I need to listen to baseball when we're in the car. Like that relaxes me.
Oh, I wasn't sure. Like I didn't know if you're like a real passionate fan. Like do you get fired up at it while you're driving
Oh,
or?
absolutely, dude.
Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I get like but only if it's the Mets, honestly.
Only if
Like
it's the
if
Mets.
Yeah, like if the Padres are playing the Twins, I don't give a shit. It's baseball, whatever. But if it's the Mets, I'm in on it because I grew up with the guys that are calling the games, right? So as a 13-year-old, 15-year-old, 20-year-old, I was listening to Howie Rose call baseball games. So it like brings me back to my youth in that way. So
Oh,
yeah,
cool.
I'm absolutely into it, no doubt.
That's cool.
I got to go to City Field while we were here in New York, which is the first time I've been to the new stadium that the Mets play in, and what an experience, dude! Like I'm gonna sound like the old man shaking his fist at the clouds, but kids these days they don't know how good they have it.
that's that's one thing I'll say about Wrigley is it just has not changed at all since I was a kid. It is exactly they just have more nets hanging up, like keeping the walls up.
It's like a concert, dude. Like so, this is a music podcast. Go to City Field. It is like a concert. When they bring relief pitchers in, the lights go down, the strobes come out. Seventh inning stretch, they all the fans have their cell phones out with the flashlight on, singing song. Like it is entertainment, and there is music blaring and all throughout the game. And they put the camera on people as they're dancing to songs and stuff like that. Like it is wild.
Yeah, it'd be really cool to experience that. I mean, I haven't been to New York since I was a kid. I mean, I vaguely remember Times Square, but I was like a kid, and it was like I just remember it was very busy. That's
Yeah,
all
it
I
hasn't
remember.
changed. It
that's
hasn't
all.
changed.
That's all I remember. It was like
So
wow.
yeah, so when we come here, we end up getting usually hotels in Midtown by Times Square because they're usually the cheapest ones. But we get the hell out of this area every day immediately. Upper East Side, Upper West Side, go downtown to the financial district, Battery Park, like just just get away from all this stuff because it is so busy here. Um, I always tell people like I don't enjoy Miami, I don't enjoy Vegas because it's there's too much happening, right? Like my senses are overwhelmed, and Times Square is like that too
Yeah.
for me. Like, just get me out of here and get me to a more calmer area. Bryant Park is 2 blocks away from Times Square, and you could go there, and it's like being in a different world.
That's cool.
And they have concerts there too, which is kind of neat. You get,
Oh,
they have
nice.
like, yeah, summer concerts. They'll play. They have a stage set up now and everything. It's pretty neat.
Oh, rad.
Well, again, this is a music podcast. I've given you
Yeah.
a whole list of songs. I need some songs from you. So yeah,
Okay.
Life is a Highway, Into the
Um,
Void.
I was thinking of like another one that I usually go to is road trip song. Yeah, I was thinking, what was the other one I had queued up? Um, of course, I know I always talk about this album, but there's like this live OAR album that I always gravitate towards when I go on a road trip song because it was like me and Cassie's road trip album. So there's like the song called "Crazy Game of Poker" by OAR that was always on tap for a road trip.
Does it make the time go by faster for you because the song has more meaning?
I think so. And it
Yeah.
just like, and it like always takes me back to like all these different road trips because we used to just like have to travel everywhere, like to in-laws and like family and all that stuff. And that was like always something that was like usually on the entire time. So, and then it like reminds you of like, a simpler time, like a different time. Um,
How old are you, dude? Like, are you old enough that like maybe your parents had 8 tracks that they would put in when you were like if you were taking family road trips?
oh yeah. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah. I remember my grandparents' Vista Cruiser having an 8 track in it when I was a kid. And we would like drive up to Canada, like, and that was like before we would just like sit in like the open hatch in the back, like playing with our Hot Wheels, like with no seatbelts. Like that's and my grandpa was chain smoking and it would just be like, it was just yeah, that's how old I am. I'm chain smoking grandpa in the back of a Vista Cruiser while he listens to Willie Nelson on 8 track, sitting on milk crates.
So, dude, like, so this leads perfectly into this segment of the conversation. Then, right? We're so worried about distracted driving today, and don't get me wrong. Like, put your phones down, pay attention to the road. But if you had grandpa trying to find an 8 track to put in, you then remember having a fucking album of CDs and
Oh
trying to
yeah.
leaf through or trying to find a CD to put in the car while you're driving, holding a paper map at the same time.
I think I might have ever told you this, but I was like joking how good I am of driving with how good I am. I probably shouldn't say this, but how good I am at driving with my knee because I would be like flipping through this huge like 50-pound book of CDs because I'm just trying to find the right song because you couldn't just like ask Siri to play it for you.
Right.
Yeah, I miss those days though.
You were Siri. You had to
I was
flip through all this shit.
I was Siri if I had a passenger. You had to
Yeah.
or or having to fast forward a tape.
Oh
To
yeah.
like
Forget it. Impossible. And then the spool would get caught up and spit all the actual tape out at you. Like, it was a
oh
nightmare.
you had to wind it up with like a
Yes,
pencil
yes.
eraser.
Did you have the CD player that had the cassette tape that was with a wire? So you put the cassette tape into the car and it was right. You remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah. My first car was a 1978 Ford Fairlane, and it had a tape player, and I had my Discman with batteries, and I had that tape, and you had to be very careful. I had to like keep it in my lap so it wouldn't skip when you
You
hit
did bump.
bumps. And those old Discman took like 6D batteries or something crazy. It's like $20 to put batteries in this thing.
Dude, so you're talking about in the car? People used to run with those fucking things. Like it's like
I don't know
it's
how.
like running with a small refrigerator.
They were huge. Oh, that is amazing.
Kids, you got it good, man. Congratulations on being born when you were born, because it's so much easier today.
Yeah. Yeah, these rectangles we carry with us makes life so much easier.
Did you? So I had my car. I had the ability. This was in a Honda Civic. I had the ability to. What was that thing called that Apple came out with first? That had like the iPod Shuffle, the tiny little square.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
So you
Yeah.
used to like this. The little square didn't have a screen, so you had no idea what songs were coming on. Right? You couldn't begin to guess, and even if you hit tap, you didn't know what was next. But I used to be able to connect that in my glove box, and that was like a way to play music in my car without having the radio, which was pretty neat.
Oh man, I bet like that felt like the future when you had that at
Yeah,
first.
but now think about this, right? So I just painted a picture for you where it was an iPod Shuffle little square thing in the glove box. Siri was not a thing. You can't yell, "Hey Siri, play the next song," right? You had to open the glove box, reach over while you're holding one hand, making sure you're not trying to press a button at the same time.
Oh, that's
It is
great.
crazy, dude.
I couldn't find that in your Apple Music library.
Siri got excited. She thought I was talking to her.
I know. Mine did too there for a second. So I was like, oh, whoops, I said it too loud.
We need to get a might have to start another playlist. So we have the 30-hour 100-mile playlist. We have a 5K playlist that's about 45-50 minutes long right now. So anybody running a 5K can listen to that. We might have to come up with the road trip playlist too, and just have it like be all songs revolving around road trips, dude. That'd be fun.
Yeah, I'd be into that. Yeah,
that'd be fun. All right, so what do you got coming up? We're 2 minutes and 8 seconds over time. So what do you got coming up?
Oh, I've got my buddy Ori Frazier coming up next on Beyond the Finish Line. That'll be an exciting show. And I'm still plugging away. I've got my 8-hour coming up, so I'm trying to promote that if anybody's in this area. Hustle in the Heartland 8-hour.
Lebanon, Indiana.
Give it a look. I think we're gonna have a pretty good day. It sounds like it's my first time around. I'm really excited and nervous, but I think we're gonna have a really fun day so far.
That's awesome. So for us here at Run Try Bike, we if you're in Los Angeles, we're going to be launching the Runyon Canyon Challenge, started on August 20th at 7 p.m. Check our Instagram feed for more details, but essentially it is a 1 mile hike, walk, run up Runyon Canyon. It's a paved road. It climbs about 350 feet. Scratch Labs will be there with some nutrition products and some hydration products for you. So check that out. We're going to do that on a monthly basis, and we're doing it at 7 p.m. so that by the time you get to the top of Runyon Canyon, the sun will be setting and it'll be over the top of the entire city of LA that you'll be able to see, and it'll be gorgeous at that point.
Oh, cool. That'll be neat.
Yeah. And then August 15th-ish, we're going to have a very special announcement about Run Try Bike and the Everyday Athlete. So be on the lookout for that coming up in a couple of weeks. We're going to make a huge splash. It's something that we've been working on for about 6 weeks. I'm super excited about it. That's as much of a tease as you're going to get from me at this point. So give or take August 15th. But check us out on Instagram and on Threads. That's where all the conversations are happening. Joe, I appreciate your time. Thanks for joining me and giving us your wise words of wisdom when it comes to road tripping and music.
Anytime.
All right, dude. I'll see you on your show, Beyond the Finish Line, and in 2 weeks from now on the next What's in Your Earbud.